change about any of the chapters, or what would you take away from any of the chapters? I have to say I wouldn't change any of them, because if you're changing or adjusting any story that you've been through, anything that you've been through, that means you're adjusting your testimony. And you cannot pick and pinpoint what you want to take out, but like, you know what, that test is too hard. I don't want nobody to know about this. I just wanted to tell them I just came out. No, people need to know how you went, the beginning of it. It's no problem with knowing the beginning of it, how you got through it, and the fact that you're not just stuck in it, that you're over it. So me just taking stuff out of it, that's me taking away from my testimony, that's telling a part of it. You know, you're not telling them only, you're telling the testimony, so you have to include the text. So I cannot take away anything from any of the chapters, because that would mean me, any testimony adjustment needs to come from God. Like anything, like I told you about the doctor's report, like allowing me to be healthy, and then still being able to be well, that's the testimony adjustment, not me doing it. You know what I'm saying? So if there's any adjustments, it needs to be done by him, not me taking away just because I don't want to tell my story. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing that I could take away, because me taking it away is literally me lying about how I got here. And even the age thing, 33 is a good biblical number too. I was researching it, you know, not just dying on the cross and all that stuff. It's a resurrection year. So I'm not even ashamed to even say my age, because I told somebody the other day, like, well, how old are you going to be? You don't look your age. But the thing is, there's a lot of people that's younger than me that's died. People that's my age that's not living well, not literally house-wise, not money-wise, but literally not in their right mind, on drugs. You know, a lot of kids out of well, like just a list of things that they're going through, whatever. They're younger than me, older than me. I've buried, well, not me personally burying them, but a lot of people that's younger than me that I graduated with, or I know have died younger than me still. My best friend, my childhood best friend, just buried her brother. He's 29. So a lot of people don't make it to even this point. Right. So I would tell anybody, I'm 33. That's right. Because I don't have to be here. Because realistically, if I went off of a doctor's report and I settled in that, somebody should have been pushing me in here. Wow. You know, or I should be on a walker somewhere. Or I should have a medication somewhere in my purse. I don't have that in there. I have my car keys in there. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be the difference. Come on. You know, so I definitely cannot change anything or take away from anything. You know, because you got to think, when you do an autobiography, you're not doing a fictional story. And it's one thing for, it's a trying time to write something that you've been through. For me, it's different because normally I'm singing it. But to write the details of a lot of things that you went through that you may have normally kind of looked over and didn't want to go to the root of it. Because, you know, we want to get over it, but it's little small stuff, but for real, we have to dig up to the root of what happened and how it happened and what got you to where you at. Like, no, I don't just do this or whatever. This stemmed from this, and I need to heal from that first before I can get to anything else. All that stuff needs to be done. And writing a book, it helped me a lot. Even whether it be from my father passing away or anything like that, it's like I even choose the man that I choose because of the first seed that was sown and the history of that. So like you have to literally get to the root of everything and where that's coming from. I don't just choose these kind of people. It's a line. It's a reason for it. So it's like until you heal from that, you don't need to be entertaining nobody. That's right.
That's true.
You know, and it's
that's good.
I love preachers growing up. You know, some people hate church, but I'm a church. My mom's a minister, so I'm a church baby. So it's a preacher's kid. You know, but there's one thing a minister at my old church has said. She was like, you know, people are asking people like why you are not married yet. Whatever, like because you haven't divorced anybody yet. Every time you become one with somebody, you have sex with somebody, whatever your thing is, you become one with that person.
That's right.
And until you divorce that person and divorce that thing, you're never single. So like I can't be married to nobody else because I'm
preach it.
That's good.
Yes, Lord.
You know, but until you let go of that and those different people, those different soul ties, you're never gonna be. You're not solo. I might be unattached, but there's still a soul tie attached to me. So I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like so it's. Don't be afraid to even tell that story because somebody's still stuck in the thing that you got out of. Right. Don't be just out of it, just smiling at people or just pinpointing like, no, well, when you going through that, or let me look down on you, because everybody got a it, whatever your it is.
Yeah.
You know, we can all sin less. We can't never be sinless. So, you know, just don't be afraid to tell your story. Don't take anything away from it. And you cannot be in a position where you are so tied up in how people want to feel about it. The emotions.
That's right.
You know, because like, a lot of times people did something to you, not to say it's a piggyback on, I'm gonna take vengeance on my own. But at the same time, or whatever, I can be like, well, I can't tell my story because how are you gonna feel? Because the healing is for you. It's not for them.
That's right.
You know, if you want to tell your story, go for it. But in my eyes, and what happened to me, in my story, I have to tell it. You know, you can't pinpoint what you're gonna say or take away stuff just to tease or massage the emotions of other people. So if you have whatever your story is, whatever your it is, whatever the thing that you had a hard time getting over, don't be afraid to tell that thing, because somebody's freedom, the rest of their healing. It's time. Not the whole healing, but some type of your healing, that push is coming from you. So don't be afraid to deliver that.
Woo!